there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Love.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, somebody thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, Love. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Well, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic. And people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Some people are playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jahan Dotson there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Giants had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, Love to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Love to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Ready. Going back to Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
On 2nd down, Love once more. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens.
And they will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Charles, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Love now on 2nd down. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Got it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready? A 2nd down throw for Love. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, going to the air with Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 34. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Third down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Boyd buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. This is Jakeem Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Hill to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grant Delpit in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Play fake. Here's Love. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
Now Love.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimum pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Set, cut.
Love now. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, Love. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Yellow.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this is Cook with the ground. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 8-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 2nd and 5 from the 8. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Mercedes Lewis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they get 9 plays in all. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Now Mahomes. He's got Lewis. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards. And Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. Kelly is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. The question, partner, is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And New York set to take the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Powerful running. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Ready.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Love throwing for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now, when caught along the sideline, did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Now this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll move it back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Yeah, this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
Ready?
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to get a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
Ready? Ready. Check right. Yellow. One. Ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses...
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Ready.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Giants at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Come on, stay.
Now Love. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of
Personal
bounds.
foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready?
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage, sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 20 carries, 71 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this to the 32. You talk about this Giant defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Prescott. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now Prescott. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Prescott now on second down. It's complete. Burks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
No score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To throw is Prescott. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ashton Doolin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
2nd and 10.
3-3. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That one complete to Hill. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Love throwing for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Prescott on first down. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A second down throw for Prescott. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there. Prescott now. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they stay claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
On the return, here's Shaheed. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 5.
49ers 10.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Love. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pick up there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll buy some time right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Barkley again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Prescott. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
To the air again, Prescott. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. He completes this one to Mingo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point from McManus is good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this 1st half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of it. There he goes, left side. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Love now on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jordan Love ready on first down here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down. Final play of the half, Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Trey McBride as time expires in the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And that's the score, Giants 30, 49ers 17.
So we've reached the intermission. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Watch out for Hill on the return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he works free. He's still on his feet. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
Ready.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
26.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a first down. Prescott now. He's got Mingo. Touchdown 49ers. Jonathan Mingo, 35 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McManus's point after is good, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. Would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown. Giants. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd down and 4. Here's Pollard again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways down.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
Let's go now. Set, go. Here we go. Hut. Set. Set, hut. Ready. Set. Ready. 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 Hut, hut. Okay, ready? Ready, ready. Here we go, set. Set, ready. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut. Let's go. Set, hut, set. Come on, set. Down. Ready. Let's go now. Hut, go. Here we go. Set, go. Set. Hut. Ready. Set, hut. Here we go, set. Set. Ready, ready, ready. Got it? Hut, hut. Set, ready, ready, ready. Ready, 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 go. Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut. Let's go. Set. Set, hut. Ready. Come on, set, hut, go. Okay, break, set, go. Down, hut. Ready up, set, hut. Let's go now. Set. Here we go. Ready. Set. Hut, hut. ready. Ready. On the ready. Here we go. Set. Ready, go. On the double. Hut. Set, ready. Ready, set. Ready, set. Ready. Here we go. Hut, go. Let's go. Set, go. Set, hut.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38. The Giants had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing. Love. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Okay, ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now Lawrence throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside,
which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line?
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Ready.
2nd down. Love. Short one here, caught by McBride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Ready?
Love, they go play action now. Finding Williams once more, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Love now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
Ready?
Love throwing for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. This is taken in by McBride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
Here we go. Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit.
Now Love. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To the air again, Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Love throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion. The first time they failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. 9 yards. It's a first down. And CD.
Okay, right? Ready.
Love now to pass on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And 17 at the 29-yard line.
Love from the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Love looking to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming.
Set. Ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Again, it's Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. Go.
On play action. Love to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants.
On the set.
Following the interception, Love. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Jamison
Set.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it.
Come on.
So a
Set.
tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Ready.
Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, Make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Ready.
Love now on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Love to throw for it on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. On target over the middle of the hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 2 yards to go, second down.
On the ball. Set.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Giants are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jameson Williams with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Giants get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early.
Ready.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. So a moment to catch our collective breath. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now he's loose again. Saquon Barkley. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball.
Come on, set. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love now. That escapes us, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their time. And Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Here we go.
First down, Love to pass. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Jet.
Here's Love. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad read. Is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
On 4th down, Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
That is caught on the move past the 40. Now he's into the clear again. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Love. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready?
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey.
Love looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Baron Browning. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. This is caught. And he's across for a late touchdown. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, We didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.
Here we go. Set. Set. Hut. Set. Ready. 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 Set. Here we go. Here we go. On the set. Ready. Ready, brace. Hut, hut. Let's go. Set, hut. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready, go. Down. Hut, hut. Let's go now. Ready, set. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Hut. Go. Set. Set, go. Okay, ready? Hut. Ready, set, hut. Here we go, set. Ready, ready. Set, ready. Got it? Set. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Okay, break. Hut, hut. Let's go. Ready, ready. Set, hut. Ready, go. Come on, set. Ready up. Hut, hut. Down. Set. Let's go now. Ready.
It's Madden NFL 20.
On the ready.
Following the interception, Love. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Going back to Love. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Love now to pass on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. It's Love now back near his goal line. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Love, they go play action now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz lines up. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Love from the gun. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Love's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. On play action, Love to throw. And pass caught, it's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley.
Ready. Set.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hut, hut.
Love now. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Ready.
Here's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek.
Ready. Ready.
First down, Love to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's got it. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Ready. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touch.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Play action this time with Love. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek.
Ready, ready. Hut.
First down, going to the air with Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw now, here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Love. That is caught. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Giants.
To the air again, Love. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Play fake. Here's Love. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Ready?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Got it.
Following the interception, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams back in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Set cut.
On 1st and 10, Love. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
They go bootleg. Love. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Sacked. Buda Baker on the tackle. It's 2nd down.
Love. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Touchdown, Giants! From
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Love now to pass on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Set.
Love now on second down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Looked off by Brandon Stevens, and he brings it back to right.
Here we go. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Love looking to throw it. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York.
Here we go. Set. Hut. Ready, set. Set, ready. Ready, ready. Set, hut. Here we go, here we go. On the set. Set. Let's go. Set, hut. Come on, set, ready. Down, hut, hut. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Here we go. Ready, go. Set, hut, hut. Ready, set. Here we go, set, ready. Ready, break. Hut, go. Set, ready. Ready, ready. Set, go. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Ready! Hut! Ready! Set, hut! Okay, ready? Ready, ready, set. Set, hut. Come on, set, ready. Down, hut, hut. Got it? Ready, ready. Let's go now. Here we go. Ready, go.